Ever wondered how silence can be louder than words? In our bustling, noisy world, we are often swept up in the clamor, the conversations, the constant influx of information. Amidst this, we often overlook the profound power of silence. Silence, though seemingly empty, can be brimming with potential. It's not just the absence of noise, but a space filled with respect, reflection, and response. It's a tool, a medium, a language in itself, capable of conveying messages deeper than words. It's in the quiet moments that we find clarity, innovation, and inspiration. It's in silence that we show respect, reflect on our actions, and respond to the world around us. A world that's increasingly noisy, yet paradoxically yearns for moments of quiet. Now let's delve into a culture that truly understands and honors the power of silence. A culture where silence speaks volumes and becomes a collective voice during profound experiences. In the heart of the Netherlands, there's a tradition that speaks volumes without uttering a single word. This tradition, known as the Silent March, is steeped in the rich tapestry of Dutch culture and history. Born from the ashes of turmoil, it began as an act of quiet resistance against the backdrop of a world at war. As the marchers' steps echoed in the streets, the silence was deafening. Each footfall was a testament to resilience, a symbol of unity, and a message of defiance. This silent procession was more than just a march. It was a statement, a proclamation that even in the face of adversity, the human spirit remains unbroken. But as the years rolled by, the silent march evolved. It transformed from a symbol of resistance into a profound ritual of remembrance and respect. Today, it stands as a dignified response to senseless violence, a beacon of hope in a world often marred by chaos and confusion. The Silent March is a testament to the power of silence as a form of communication. It's a dialogue without words, a conversation carried out in the language of silence. It's a message that resonates deeply within the hearts of those who participate, reminding them and the world that silence can be more impactful than any spoken word. In the Silent March, the people of the Netherlands come together as one, their silence speaking louder than any rally cry. They march in unity, their silence a collective voice that echoes through the streets, resonating with the power of shared experiences and collective memory. This ritual, this silent march, is a poignant reminder that sometimes the most powerful response is no response at all. It teaches us that silence can be a tool of reflection, a means of respect, a method of response. It shows us that silence is not merely the absence of noise, but a symphony of unspoken words, a melody of unsaid thoughts, a harmony of unvoiced emotions. A testament to the might of silence, this march is but one manifestation of its power. It's a tribute to those who've gone before us, a message of hope for those who are yet to come, and a beacon of unity for all of us today. It's a silent dialogue that continues to echo through the ages, a conversation that we are all a part of. Silence, although devoid of words, can communicate messages deeper than any language. This statement might seem paradoxical, but it carries profound truth. Silence is more than just the absence of noise. It's a canvas where thoughts and emotions can be painted without the constraints of language. It's a space where the mind can wander freely, unshackled by the demands of verbal communication. Consider the moments when you've been left speechless, either by awe, shock, or confusion. It's not that you didn't have anything to say, but rather, words failed to capture the depth of your experience. Silence in these instances is not a void, but a vessel carrying the weight of unspoken emotions. Silence can also be a powerful tool of respect. In many cultures, a moment of silence is observed to honor the memory of those who are no longer with us. It's a communal activity, a shared experience that unites people in their grief or remembrance. When words fail to provide comfort, silence steps in, offering a shared space for collective mourning. Moreover, silence is a catalyst for innovation and inspiration. Have you ever noticed how your best ideas often come when you're alone, in the silence? That's because silence allows your mind to wander, to explore new ideas without the distraction of external noise. It's in the silence that we can hear our inner voice, our intuition, guiding us towards creative insights. But perhaps the most intriguing aspect of silence is its role in communication. Yes, you heard it right. Silence can speak, and it often says more than words ever could. It's in the pregnant pauses during a conversation, the silent treatment after a heated argument, or the quiet acceptance of a heartfelt apology. These silences are not empty, They're brimming with meaning, conveying messages that words often fail to express. So the next time you find yourself in silence, don't rush to fill it with words. Embrace it. Listen to it. You might be surprised at what it has to say. Silence is not just an absence of sound, it's a language of its own. Once a year, the Netherlands falls into a profound silence. A silence that resonates more than any speech or ritual. In the heart of Europe, where tulips bloom and windmills turn, a tradition unlike any other unfolds every 4th of May. A tradition that takes the boisterous world we live in and hushes it into a sacred silence. The Dutch, known for their vibrant culture, halt their bustling lives for 2 minutes. 2 minutes that may seem insignificant in the grand scheme of things, but oh, how they echo with meaning. These 2 minutes commemorate the remembrance of the dead, a time when the Netherlands collectively remembers those who have fallen during the Second World War and conflicts thereafter. It is a silence that binds the nation, a silence that expresses more than words ever could. It is a silence that acknowledges the profound loss and pays tribute to the heroes who sacrificed their lives. This silence is not an absence of sound, but a presence of respect. It is a powerful and poignant response to senseless violence and the cost of freedom. It is a silence that allows room for reflection, for introspection, for a nation to remember and honor the lives lost. A silence that speaks volumes about the courage and resilience of the human spirit. The 2 minutes of silence on the 4th of May is a symbol of unity, a shared moment of remembrance. It is a silence that transcends language, religion, and age. It is a silence that is deafening in its intensity, resounding with the collective heartbeat of a nation. Imagine, if you will, a silence so profound that it reverberates through the hearts of millions. A silence that is not empty, but full of meaning, full of memories. A silence that is not a void, but a vessel carrying the stories of the past into the consciousness of the present. The silence is not a sign of weakness, but a testament of strength. It is a silence that stands up to the face of adversity and says, "We remember, we honor, we respect." In these moments, silence becomes a collective voice, echoing through the hearts of millions. It is a silence that reminds us that sometimes the most impactful response is no response at all. It is the resounding silence of remembrance. As we've seen, sometimes the most impactful response is no response at all. This concept may seem paradoxical, but the power of silence is undeniable. It's not about being passive or indifferent, it's about choosing to respond in a way that transcends the superficial chatter and touches the depths of human understanding. Recall the silent march in Dutch culture, a dignified act of resistance, or the profound silence during the remembrance of the dead. These moments of silence serve as a collective voice, speaking volumes more than any speech or ritual. In this noisy world, silence can be a sanctuary, a moment of reflection, an act of respect, or even a form of communication that conveys messages deeper than words. It can inspire innovation, provoke thought, and foster understanding. So let's embrace silence not as absence, but as presence. The next time you find yourself in the face of noise, remember the power of silence. It might just be the loudest statement you can make.
What's your next step towards greatness? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's inspire each other to reach new heights. Until next time, keep striving, keep growing, and keep believing in the power of your dreams.